Oh boy, another prolonged gap in possible content making. I guess that means that I can do more things like stop having the flu, go through my cooking backlog, keep gaming, and trying to escape the continuous grasp of the existential dread that slowly lurches towards all of us as we try to go through life uninhibited by its effects on our psyche. Would you look at that, Balldo got subpoenaed. Kings, I finally have an actual reason to make a video again. Balldo-verse-related things have grinded to a halt so much that even Alyssa is telling me that videos about the Balldo Man are having adverse effects on her numbers. I also need these adverse numbers in my life and channel, so let's begin the Bernie Garcon death spiral spectacular. We can do a copy and paste of the last video here in large part. Nick gaslighting and coping on Twitter, claiming the clout goblin Aaron Imholte is the gayest man alive for sucking Nick off, and that he himself did not ever partake in any of the gay shit, and only ever banged our wife and ex-hot wife, living in Dick Masterson's tweets, claiming that his 9-year-old testing positive for cocaine was a false positive, and she was clean, while also claiming Condeohe County Sheriff somehow planted cocaine in her hair to make her test positive so the state can take his kids away from him, and entrenching himself in Patrick Melton's streams. The odds he even streams in March is low, since the new cope is that he can't stream alone anymore. This only feeds the trope that he can't have an interesting stream if he isn't abusing liquor or cocaine. But for the one thing I actually give a shit about here, Nick got subpoenaed in the Clout Goblin's revenge porn case. Much to Nick's chagrin, he now has to be in the room with his ex-lover without being able to talk about how Aaron loved performing sexual acts on him, unless he brings up the swinger situation, to which kind of ruins the whole revenge porn thing. The only thought and her fiance are allegedly supposed to be testifying, but as I said in a different video, I don't consider them reliable, since there is a conflict between those two on whether this really holds up as Keanu. Being a woman is going for the retarded route. I don't really know how this will pan out, but the highest Keck achievable scenario is that the case is dismissed and Aaron countersues Balldo for damages and gets him on hacking for breaching client. Lawyer privilege, or whatever the fuck they call it. It'd only add to the mystique of Balldo Man's bad boy streak and growing list of talents besides practicing law. Now let's see him practice his verbal defense skills again.
Balldo-natics, I know you all want me to stream again. All 8 of you are clamoring for my witty, cutting, and 10-second delayed takes on all things Trump, but I have a confession to make. I'm not going to, because I'm pivoting the channel to being a pro-Vivek Ramaswamy and Mitt Romney channel. These men truly hold the same ideals that I do. As my personal best friend, Free Phase, showed me countless hours of Mitt trying to sway America towards a path that I agree with. And Mr. Lickasalami strikes me as the kind of man who will get things done and put me in his presidential cabinet when he wins the 2028 elections, after bringing in every Dalit Indian man possible to swing the vote in his favor. I'd say it would make for a shitty situation, but having allegedly, by certain prude, unreputable gangster sources, tried scat play myself and enduring the smell of Somalian refugees, it wouldn't be foreign waters for me. If I can do it, you all can as well. And I know some of you are worried about my ex-boy toy Aaron sending me a subpoena for his case. But fear not, I have once again consulted Frey and Barnes for how to combat this, and while we have yet to find some esoteric statute or law with the most vague wording possible that could possibly apply to this situation to help me win, they have assured that I have already won once more. I know that my legal talents are what most of you are familiar with, but I'm a man of many talents. Just ask our wife and that bitch April, who decided that living with her parents instead of helping violate the terms of my plea deal by living in my crawl space and solely existing there for my continuously suppressed sexual desires. My literal and metaphorical handiwork would leave all of your jaws on the floor, and my Balldo skills are unparalleled. It'd bring back those who went the path of the unfaithful, like Sally, that Star Wars girl, and many others who eschewed the path of the Balldo in favor of the prude, incel nerd stalker child. And if you still remain unimpressed, behold my new power. Dong Tai Wang Zi Yu Men Tan and Men Tian and Men Fa Lun Gong Li Hong Ji Free Tibet Liu Si Tian and Men Shi Jian. The Tiananmen Square protests of 1989 Tiananmen Da Tusha. The Tiananmen Square massacre fan Yu Pai Dao Jiang. The anti-riotist struggle Da Yue Jin Ting. See the great leap forward Wen Huadas Gaming. The great proletarian cultural revolution, Ren Quan human rights, Min Yun democratization, Ziyu freedom du Li, independence duo Deng Jia multi-party system, Taiwan, 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 Formosa Zhonghua Minguo Republic of China. Shi Kang Tu Bote Tang, Gute Tibet Dalai Lama Dalai Lama, Falun Gong Falun Defa Xinjiang Wei Wu, Erziji Kau, the Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Nuo Bei, He Pingzhang Nobel Peace Prize, Liu Xiaobo, Minju Yan Lun Si, Shang Fangong Fan Gaming Kang, Yi Yun Dong Sao Luan Bao, Luan Sao Rao Luan, Kang Bao Ping Fan Wei Quan, She Wei Yu Xing Li Hong Ji Fa, Lun Da Fa De Fa Di Zi Chiang Jai Dun, Zhong Chiang Ji Do, Tai Min Zu Jing, Huaran Tisha Yan Su Ching Hu Yao Bang Jiao Zi. Yang Wei Jing Sheng Wang Dan Huan Zheng Yu Min Hiping Yan Bian Jiliu Zhong Guo Beijing Ji Chen Da Ji Yuan Shai Bao Ju Ping Lun Gong Chan Dang Du Ke Juan Zi Yazhi Tong Yi Jan Shi Jen Ya Po Hai Chin Lue Lue Duo Po Huai Kao Wen Tu Sha Huo Jai Chi Guan Yu Guai Mai Ren Ku Yu Jin Zu Si Du Pin Mai Yin Chun Hua Du Bo Liu Hi Kai Tian and Min Falun Gong Li Hong Jar Winnie the Pooh Liu Xia Bo Dong Tai Wang Zi Yu Men